Also the perfect time to get outside and enjoy fall in our great state.
Speaking of fall and fall colors, take a look at the beautiful video. This is from the gondola at Lutsen Mountains. Katrina from New Brighton sent this to us as one of our Minnesota moments. And it really is gorgeous. All those different hues of yellows and oranges and those deep burgundy colors. Really, really pretty.
Well, our chief meteorologist, Ken Barlow, is back with us to talk more about the fall colors, which are fantastic, which we just saw from that video. And you just went up there. Was it last weekend?
It was 2 weeks ago.
Was it 2 weeks ago?
And it happened fast, because when we were at Jay Cook State Park, up just 10 miles southwest of Duluth, wasn't that much going on. There was some color, but then last weekend, a mutual friend of ours, Maureen, took that last picture. All the colors suddenly popped just in one weekend. That's Teresa and I up at the park.
Yeah, look at the colors, though. They haven't peaked there at Jay Cook.
Right, and that was just 2 weeks ago. And that's the St. Louis River. Right along, it was beautiful, but nothing was peaked yet. It happened really fast, and that's the way it's going to be in the Twin Cities, because we have had such warm weather lately. It's kind of stunned the foliage, so things have a little bit held off here, but in the coming days, it'll peak in the Twin Cities within now and the weekend. There's a picture of the map for today. You can see the dark red there is beyond peak. That's not too much of an area. A little red to the north, a little bit off the Arrowhead, but the other red, the lighter red, down toward St. Cloud, down toward Stillwater, that's where it's at peak right now. The problem now is going to be keeping the leaves on the trees.
Because we're going to get wind the next couple days, right?
That's the only caveat we have every year, because it's usually windy this time of year. We're transitioning seasons. We're going from summer into fall, and when that happens, it usually gets windy. That's why April's always windy, too. We're going from winter to spring, and that may take a lot of the leaves away. That's the only caveat I would put on. Here's a comparison now. On the left is what it is now. Remember, the red color, the lighter red, is peak. Now look at the right. It was past peak earlier across much of the Northland. That's the dark red the pointer's at. And then off to the right, that's 2 years ago. And look how far south the past peak was then. It was all the way down to Stillwater by now. And the Twin Cities was just about peaking at that point. But if we go back to 2020, this was an interesting year, because in 2020, the leaves left early. Look at that. The entire state was past peak by now. And one of the reasons why? That October, we had 8 inches of snow. It was a warm start to the month, and then snow came later in October.
Trying to remember.
Yeah.
I'm like racking my brain right now to remember that.
So I guess the good news is if you haven't seen the fall colors yet, you don't have to go far to see them. We'll be seeing them in the metro pretty soon. You haven't missed them, and you can always head south if you're gone this weekend, maybe next weekend or the weekend after.
Yeah, and particularly the most beautiful right now, I would say, from the St. Croix, right around Stillwater, south to Afton and down on toward Hastings. All the areas there are going to be really beautiful in the coming days to the weekend. And then if you want to go down the Minnesota River, not quite to Mankato, they're about peak, but between Mankato and the Twin Cities, some reason right there, there's a spot where it's only about 50% color. So that's going to be changing by early next week. So that's a spot you may want to go to, again, between Carver and down toward the southwest and Mankato. And this I had sent to me yesterday from a viewer named Joy, and her daughter Crystal. She took this picture of a lilac in bloom in Brainerd, and the red leaves in the background. It's quite stunning.
Yeah.
We've heard from a couple people about the lilacs, right?
And yes, we have. And this is the first picture I've actually seen. The reason why it's interesting is there are some lilacs that are made to bloom twice. They're called boomerang lilacs. They are bloom in the spring, and then they bloom again during the fall when it warms up a little bit, like it is right now. But sometimes it's the stress of the drought we're now in, the very warm temperatures we've had. All of those things can stress a plant, so that lilac may have turned early, and others, some people have seen irises coming up, crocuses coming up, which is unusual for the fall either way. And I believe that's probably a manifestation of the very dry air, the drought that we're in, suddenly find ourselves in after a very wet summer.
Super weird.
Yeah, very weird. And, yeah, go ahead.
We kind of talked a little bit about the Halloween forecast.
Yes.
It's just funny because everyone thinks Halloween blizzard, right? And we'll, of course, talk about that. But can you look at models at this point? I mean, we're the 16th. Halloween's, 2 weeks out, 2 weeks from tomorrow. Can we look ahead and have any indication? Are we in hot, cool, snow, rain?
It's still too early, but I can see through the 28th. There were a few days before Halloween. It's probably going to say either at normal or above normal. I don't see any truly really cold air coming down like we did back in 1991 when we had the first, well, the earliest sub-zero temperature in early November after the big snowstorm we had. And there it is. Can't speak about Halloween around these parts without mentioning the Halloween blizzard we all survived. That was an amazing storm. The funny part is it's called the Halloween blizzard, but most of the snow fell on November 1st. We only had 8 inches of snow on Halloween. We had 20 inches the next day.
Sure.
But it became a true blizzard on All Saints Day, November 1st, when the winds gusted to 60 to 70 miles an hour, taking that 27 inches of snow in the Twin Cities, 37 inches in Duluth, and drifting it up to 4, 5, even 6 feet up north. That was quite a remarkable storm. That was my first fall in the Twin Cities.
Was it really?
Yeah.
That's 27 inches is, I don't remember us having that big of a snow in recent memory. 27 inches?
Well, I would say like 10 years ago, I feel like there was like some sort of blizzard on a weekend because I was
Yeah.
supposed to be hosting brunch at my house. And I thought everyone just knew not to come because there was like 3 feet of snow
Yeah.
outside. And someone showed up and I was like,
Yeah, we've had 1 or 2 that between 15 and 18. Remember
Yeah.
when the dome collapsed?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
that's true.
was about 18 inches in some parts, around 15 officially at the airport, which is why the dome collapsed because
Right.
of such heavy snow. But that's really the last time we had a truly kind of paralyzing storm, was during that time when all that snow came and the dome collapsed.
I think about people who live in other states. Like if you live out west in California or Nevada, your October temperature ranges about 5 to 20 degrees. The fact that we can go from a record of 90,
Yeah.
right, at one point, or was it record 83? That
This-
was Halloween.
that's
but we
Halloween,
had a
yeah.
90 in October.
We did
And then
last
you've
year.
got blizzard conditions of 2 feet of snow.
In fact, right before the Twins won the World Series, the Tuesday of the week of the Halloween blizzard, the next day, the Wednesday, it was on the 30th, it was 60 degrees in the Twin Cities.
Super warm.
The next day, Halloween, it was 30, and then the next day on the 1st, it was in the teens with a blizzard raging. And I remember Kirby Puckett in the car waving to the crowd because it was still kind of chilly, but it wasn't the cold that we got after the blizzard
Yeah.
and during the blizzard. I just remember that so vividly. He was in a big fur jacket, fur coat.
Well, you don't get many chances to remember world championships here, so
Victory parades. That's why I
there's no
relish it
wonder
so
it's
much.
etched in your mind.
Plus, it was Kirby that just stood out on
Right.
that parade. He was so
Right.
it was such a happy moment. I remember.
Yeah.
Awesome, Kenny.
Thank you.